When you write code in 1C Enterprise, you always work inside a certain environment that defines what functions, methods, and properties are available to you. This environment is what we call context. Understanding it, it helps you write smarter, cleaner, and more efficient code. So think of the context as the rule book of what you can use right now, and it changes depending on where your code runs. Let's start with the global context, the most universal one. It's available everywhere in your configuration. The global context includes platform functions for working with strings, numbers, and dates. Basically, all the standard tools you need in any application. You can find this in the Syntax Assistant under the Global Context section. And here's an important note. Global context also includes export methods from common modules. That means developers can make some of their own functions available everywhere too. Local contexts, these are specific to where you are in the program. Every module in 1C configurations can have its own variables and functions. This is called the module context. Inside a procedure or functions, you can also declare local variables. That's the procedure context. Here's a simple but important rule. Two variables with the same name can exist in both, but they are completely separate. This can be tricky when debugging, so always keep in mind which context your variable belongs to. Now, let's move to one of the most critical distinctions in 1C Enterprise, the client and server context. Your code can run on the client machine or the application server, and each one has its own responsibilities. The client handles simple, lightweight actions like showing a message or asking a question. The server, on the other hand, deals with data, storing, processing, and running heavier operations. Here's the golden rule. Client procedures can call server procedures, but the server can call the client. When defining where your code runs, you'll often use special directives like @client or @server. And for optimization, prefer using @server without context when possible. It prevents unnecessary data transfer from the form to the server. In 1C Enterprise, the context defines what properties, methods, and variables are available to you. There's the global context, available everywhere, the module context for module-level variables, the procedure context for local variables, and the client-server context, which decides where your code is executed. Understanding context helps you avoid errors and write the code that works exactly where it should.